Well, hello everybody. This is week 4 and it's our final tutor review in our MOOC, English as a Medium of Instruction for Academics. Our final tutor review of this run. How are you feeling about it, Rob?
I'm smiling because I'm on camera, Mary, but I'm sad on the inside to be saying farewell to this run.
Yes, yeah, that's how I'm feeling too. We always enjoy it, don't we?
We do, yes, and yeah. I wanted to begin actually by just saying a thank you, a genuine thank you to everybody who's participated and everybody who's watching, reading the comments that are there, watching the videos and tasks that we've made, but are not, liking, they're not joining the conversation. Who knows what the reasons are, but we do know that you're there and we appreciate everybody's involvement, and whether you've been contributing, it's always good to read new comments, have new voices, new forms of expertise, different experiences joining us on the MOOC, and being able to read through those comments and compare people's ideas is wonderful. But we also appreciate the vast majority of people who participate in the MOOC they're invisible, they don't comment, they don't participate, but we know you are there and we appreciate you too. So thank you for joining us on our journey. So I'll just start by saying that because we do really enjoy this and enjoy the opportunity to bring people together.
Yeah, I second that. We really, really are happy to be involved in this MOOC, this EME journey. And what you were saying there, Rob, actually kind of links to what I wanted to talk about just for a couple of minutes today. Some people commented in the step when we talk about helping learners to express themselves in EME contexts, in intercultural contexts, which is such a big feature of EME. And you talked about having shy learners and learners who are afraid of making mistakes in the classroom, learners who might be afraid of being bullied and so on. And you want to help them, and it's very, very difficult to make somebody talk, and we don't want to force people to talk, do we? Because if everybody were confident and wanting to talk, that would be totally unbalanced. We do have to have shyer people and more confident people in the world, and we don't want to make people feel that they have to speak when they really don't want to. People are happy being shy in very many ways. I'm basically, believe it or not, a shy person, but I have tricks, I have strategies for communicating in professional contexts and social contexts. So this is what we need to focus on for our learners, that we can help them by the way we set up tasks, by preparing ideas, knowledge, content, by preparing language so people have things to fall back on, helping them to smile and relax, and actually maybe even talk in class about things such as confidence and motivation, so that perhaps people can see that there are ways of functioning. In our case, in the multicultural classroom, there are ways of functioning and voicing some of those things that we have inside, even if we are basically shy people. And it's okay to be shy. It's okay to lack confidence. Deep inside, do we ever know how a person is really, really feeling? Or do they have the strategies to mask that? And it's an interesting topic. And if you do have the time to talk about these feelings and emotions with the appropriate class, obviously, with the appropriate audience, I think it can be beneficial. And then how you as the teacher actually handle error or some kind of inappropriate contribution, maybe somebody didn't understand, how you can then turn it into something positive in the classroom, saying, oh, that's not quite what I expected, but thank you for saying that, because we can all now consider, try and turn it into a positive feature of the classroom. A language mistake that might have caused confusion, well, it's an opportunity for everybody to learn. So I'm not saying that error, mistake, something that's not appropriate is exactly a badge of honor, but it is something that can help if you just take that mindset on. Do you agree? Do you understand what I'm talking about, Rob?
I do indeed. Yeah, I think like confidence is something that underlies a lot of things that we're talking about. And I was thinking as you were talking then that I think education, and particularly higher education, is such a varied role, and it requires different kinds of expertise to operate well within that environment, that very few people are really confident and motivated about all of their job. And particularly when you insert operating interculturally and in a variety of languages,
yes,
it creates another element of that. And it's also an area, to be honest, where I find lots of colleagues who have areas where they do lack confidence and feel they have to cover it. And that's when you can get difficulties in your practice, when you're, for example, defensive because you actually fear that you're not doing your job very well and you don't want students to sense that. You stop asking them open questions. And I think if you can develop that awareness and confidence in what you're doing and instilling a confidence in your students, then that's when you get a really communicative and productive relationship all round. And I think recognizing that is the first, I feel like a self-help guru now, but it's like, recognizing is the first step to healing. But no, but seriously, I think being aware of your feelings and your students' feelings, and trying to create a genuine kind of confidence, not, as you say, making people talk only, but creating a kind of reasonable comfort where people feel confident in what they choose to practice in that environment. And again, that links to what we were talking about with identity last week, building positive relationships, allowing people to be themselves and achieve the goals that they have, rather than like a standardized measure of success. Some things are a great challenge to us, some things are a great challenge to our students. And I think we need to recognize that, we work in a very varied environment, particularly in English medium education, and embracing that and working with it is the first step. And so no, I think that's a very important kind of unifying concept.
Well, another practical unifying concept, because we can't talk forever, Rob, is our Facebook group. So if you would like to continue thinking about some of these issues of a practical nature, perhaps of a more theoretical nature, and find out about articles, conferences, and so on that are either specifically in the EME field or very, very closely associated with it, then do please join our Facebook group. Well, obviously Facebook is not for everyone. You might not like Facebook, etc. But it's one way that we have of keeping together so very, very many of the wonderful people that we've met through this MOOC. And the name of the group is, English as a medium of instruction for academics. The name of the MOOC is the name of the Facebook group. So do please join us and keep in touch with us. Is there anything else that we need to say, Rob, before we do finally say goodbye?
Just that a few people commented on the MOOC that they were going, or they thought I might try that, or that they've hinted through these 4 weeks about their teaching, their environment, and just something that people rarely share. Like the Facebook community does have a lot of members, but I don't think people are always sure what they should be sharing. But I think sharing what you've tried in practice, you know, what you teach, and looking for people in that group who might have tried something similar or might be in a similar field to you. You know, you might seek out those people. So do share your practices and your reflections, because I think that's something, you know, it's a really interesting opportunity to meet people who might teach the same discipline as you, but in a completely different setting. So yeah, just, you know, it'd be interesting to hear your experiences and just sharing good practice or not good practice that's that you need advice about. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think this is goodbye for the time being. We don't like saying goodbye. It's just really see you next time on Facebook group or other social media, and do get in touch with us if you feel that you'd like to talk to us about anything in the EME field. All right. So it's goodbye from Rob and me.
It is indeed.
Final words?
Thank you again. Final word has to be thank you.
Yeah, it has.
Thank you for watching and participating. So, thank you. Bye-bye.